Hello and welcome back to Let's Talk Football podcast. Today we've got plenty of stuff going on. What are we going to be talking about today, Ethan?
Right, hello guys, let's go. Today we're going to be reviewing the Liverpool-Chelsea FA Cup final. Then we'll be going on to if Liverpool will actually get the treble or quadruple or the double, so they won't win the Champions League basically. And then that's the one. Next season, this season he's getting fourth, either Tottenham or Arsenal, because no one else really. Then there's the Prem Play of the Season. Then lastly, the Premier League Combined 11. So basically, the Team of the Season.
So, loads of stuff to go through then. Firstly, let's start off with the Chelsea-Liverpool game. Obviously, a massive victory for Liverpool on penalties. It did go all the way through extra time, still goalless by the end of that. But what can you say? Obviously, Timiska's got that winning penalty for Liverpool. What were we saying about this particular game? Starting with you, Ethan. What did you think about it? FA Cup final.
To be honest, I think both teams were similarly matched. To be honest, I think, but I think Liverpool did deserve the win.
Yeah.
I think they had the better quality. I mean, Diaz was immense from the first minute until he came off. I think it was a good game. I mean, the penalties. I think bloody hell, Mount's penalty was awful. It was an awful penalty.
Shoddy shot.
Any Chelsea fans listen to this, mate? He's shit, mate. He's awful.
He's overrated.
He's awful.
He's overrated.
He is overrated.
He is.
And Tsimikas, his passport may be Greek, but we all know he's a Scouser, mate. Yeah, he's loving life right now. Well done to Tsimikas. Good penalty from him.
It's a football.
Fairs. Well, Haz, what did you think about it? Obviously, considering yourself you are a Liverpool fan, firstly, you must be very happy. But what did you think about the game generally?
Absolutely incredible, mate. I was at pub, I'll be honest, mate. I'll let the fans know. I was at the pub, watching the whole game from start to finish. Absolutely incredible, mate. My man of the match, Luis Diaz, played an absolutely incredible game from start to finish. Pretty much exposed the left-hand side. I don't know who was trying to mark fucking Diaz. Didn't see him, but he played it up terribly. Should have scored about 2 or 3 Diaz alone, but I mean, incredible, mate. Mount is fucking abysmal. He's gone at the end of the season. I don't know why people are still giving credit. Fifth final at Wembley, he's lost now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Might be 6th.
5th or 6th. Yeah, 6th. I mean, I think that's a telltale sign, in all fairness. Granted, we didn't score, it's a 0-0 until penalties. But, again, mate, there was probably about 1 or 2 chances. One where Marcus Alonso at the post, and there might have been another chance. But apart from that, the Chelsea had no goal-attacking threat. It was just Liverpool in the final third, and I think that speaks for itself. So, yeah, mate, overall, as a Liverpool fan, I'm trying to stay neutral, but we absolutely dominated them, and that's 2 out of 4 into it. So, roll on the Premier League and Champions League.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, for me personally, I thought Chelsea gave Liverpool a good go. To be fair, in the 90 minutes and in extra time. I mean, I know over the last month or so in the league, Chelsea's results have been a bit up and down. They've been a bit mixed. They've been a bit dodgy recently, to be honest, in the Prem. But they did turn up really tonight. Obviously, Liverpool did have some unfortunate circumstances though. Like obviously they were safe with Salah when he went down and they took him off. I think obviously if Salah was playing that whole game, that might have helped Liverpool. Obviously they did at one point also sub off Van Dijk. Just probably safety precautions, I would say, from Jurgen Klopp there. But I mean, yeah, great win. Mason Mount, he doesn't deliver in these big games. I'm telling you now. Like I remember the Carabao Cup final. That was Liverpool Chelsea as well, and he missed some sitters in that. He's got an awful record in final games. But then look at Chelsea as a club generally. That's twice now in the same season that they've bottled a final on penalties. So that's got to be addressed. Really, the penalty taken there, because that's twice now in the same season. But congratulations to Liverpool. They're still on for the treble or the quadruple, or are they? Because we're going to be moving on to that next. We'll see the opinions, but yeah. But either way, they've got the double already, and there's still potentially more to come for, by the way, a great fan base and a great football club, we'll say. But we'll move on. We'll move on now to what we were just briefly touching on there. Will Liverpool get a treble, a quadruple, or will they end the season with just the 2 League Cups, which they've already won? I'll go to you, Ethan, first on that. What do you think? How many trophies are Liverpool going to have by the end of the season? What they're on now, or
careful, Ethan. Careful.
To be honest, I think with the Champions League against Real Madrid, I think they will win it. To be honest, I think Real Madrid are a really good side. I mean, look at the Man City performance; just got stuck in and everything. Even with the later stages of the game. So, Real Madrid can take it to Liverpool, but I think Liverpool will be having too much quality.
Yeah.
We'll win that. But I think Man City will win the Premier League now. It's hard to beat Man City right now with the games you've got to come.
Yeah.
So I think they will get 3 trophies out of the 4. So, hey, it's the treble. Nothing wrong with winning the treble.
No.
I mean, it's a great achievement.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, the next 2 games for Man City, they've got West Ham at home, which it's an iffy. Is it?
Yeah.
It is. It's away from home,
okay.
yeah.
Then they've got Aston Villa as well after that.
I mean,
so,
yeah.
You never know, but it's looking more and more likely that Man City will win the league.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say they will win the treble.
Yeah. I mean, personally for me, this season I think Liverpool will win the treble as well. I think it will come in the form of that Champions League final against Real Madrid. I think in the league, it's just City will know how to see this out now. You say about the last 2 games, obviously, West Ham and Aston Villa. But to be honest with you, West Ham, they can overcome them. They've got enough there to be able to get on top of West Ham and get the 3 points there. Aston Villa, obviously, they've done better with Stevie G in charge, but can they cause an upset? I think it'd be a bit much for them to do. And I think Liverpool will win the rest of their games, the last couple of games they've got left, but I think City will as well. And obviously there's that, 3-point gap there? So I think that's what it'll be
3 points, yeah.
By the end of it. And obviously City have just overtaken Liverpool in goal difference now as well, so that's a little bonus for them too. But what do you think, Haz? Obviously you're a Liverpool fan, but if you try and not put your own emotions into it as your involvement with Liverpool,
of course, yeah.
And just objectively, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, mate, I mean, as much as I sort of hope for this dream outcome of, West Ham give them a good game and then Gerrard and Coutinho get their revenge, and it's sort of like this, like, fantasy, I mean, obviously that is a possibility, but it's a very likely possibility, and I do agree, we'll win the treble. Reason it being is just final against Real Madrid. I don't think it's came at a better time. I feel like Salah's got back after that, and I mean he got injured today, but I feel that's precaution. He came off and he'll be fit for the final, so I don't think that's an issue personally. I feel like as much as, again, it's also sort of like a fantasy idea, but he will get his revenge. I feel like he will score in the final. I feel like we'll boss the candidate Carlos Ancelotti's Real Madrid, to be honest. We'll win that. Maybe it'll go to penalties like the FA Cup, I don't know, it'll be a close match, but I think we'll win that. As for the league, I do understand it's a bit too late now to get a comeback to the top spot. There's only 2 games left, and it's not great for us. Granted, like you said, we'll win our games, and we'll finish it off strong. But I think City have just got too much depth in their squad now. West Ham will give them a decent game, I feel, especially with them being home. But I just feel that it's too much to consider a quadruple. But as a Liverpool fan, I am very excited for the Champions League final, and the treble is more than enough. It's our best season. That's what I say. But brilliant.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'd absolutely agree. I mean, a treble is an unbelievable season, and for people as well, because I've seen this debating on what treble's worth more. Which trophies count as a proper treble. Right? If it's 3 trophies in the same season, it's a treble. It's a treble regardless. It's a great achievement regardless. It doesn't need a Premier League in there to be a great achievement, like some United fans are saying. That is just you wearing your United tinted glasses when you say that, to be honest, because it's a great achievement regardless. But moving on.
Well, United fans are saying that now.
Yeah. Right. By the way, me and Ethan don't condone you to shut up, but Has does though.
Well, I speak to United fans, sorry.
Right. Moving on then, right, talking about some other clubs. Who is getting 4th place? Now, we know there's only really 2 contenders here, as highlighted across social media. Obviously, it's all this debate between Spurs and Arsenal. A great rivalry anyway, and they're the 2 trying to outclass each other to get to seal that 4th place by the end of this season. But who do we think is going to get 4th place? Now, obviously, I'm just going to say my bit first here, since we've gone round to you 2 first. Personally, for me, I think Tottenham will get 4th place. I think it's going to be close, and it's not easy for me to say that. It's not an obvious answer, but obviously that emphatic victory in the North London derby the other night, where Spurs absolutely devastated all the Gunners, right, and battered them 3-0. I think that game, to be honest, right, people can say about, it's still an Arsenal hand, it's still with Arsenal, they're still technically 4th, they've still got, a point? Is it they're a point ahead now?
Yeah.
I understand that, but head-to-head can show. It's one of the easiest ways to see what they look like compared to each other, because they're going head-to-head, so you can literally see it in front of you and make comparisons. And Arsenal, right, firstly, the reason why I feel like Tottenham will get 4th, Conte is a better manager than Arteta. He's a world beater, he's a winner, he knows how to get things over the line. So that's one reason. Secondly, Spurs, they've got match winners. They have that Son, Kane. Now, don't get me wrong, I know Arsenal have got some good players, but they're young, they're still learning, they're still trying to figure out how to become more consistent, and they're still getting the groove of it, if you get what I mean. Whereas Spurs have already got some experienced players that know what they're doing. And I feel that Spurs will get 4th, and I hope they do. And also, just a quick point on that North London derby. If you are an Arsenal fan, and in the past few days you have solely, partly maybe I can accept, but solely blamed the result on the referee, then you're a fool and you don't understand football, and you probably need to stop watching it. Anyway, moving on to you, Ethan. Who's getting 4th place?
Well, like you said, the Tottenham game was very different from our perspective. Just woeful from Arsenal, really, that game. Right now, Arsenal in the top 4 places, so it's in their hands, really. But Arsenal are on 66 points, and Tottenham are on 65 points. So, if you look at the next 2 games that they've got, Arsenal have got 2 tricky games, to be honest, in my opinion. Newcastle and then Everton. last game of the season. And Everton really want to win that game due to them like staying up and all that. Trying to end the season a bit on better terms, I guess.
Yeah.
So I think, in my opinion, Tottenham will get top 4.
Okay.
And I feel like they deserve to get top 4. I think they've got a better squad. I think they've got a better manager. Better club in general.
Yeah.
Better set of fans, no offence.
Not history-wise, but right now they've got a better club.
Better set of fans. Better set of fans. Not for everyone. Not for everyone. There'll be some great Arsenal fans out there, but you know, you give it and you can't take it. You know, all I'm saying is I put out one story, and you know, you get a couple of Arsenal fans whinging and moaning. Get on with it. Get on with it. See the story and move on, mate. Right, it happened. Just get on. Grow up as a casual message there. Not to everyone, just to some of you. Look at your Twitter account, see what you're saying, and maybe reassess what you're actually doing with your life in your spare time. Anyways, who is getting 4th place?
Well, lads, I feel like we're all in agreement on this one. I just don't think there's an argument for Arsenal. Granted, they are 4th place, but I think that game just symbolises the future of the last 2 games. Really, I feel like Arsenal, after that game, probably lost a bunch of confidence. And like you said, I feel like with the experience, you can just sort of handle the mentality of the final games. Like you said, like Arsenal, like sure they've got a few upcoming like Nketiah and others, you know, on that front. And granted, they do play well. You know, that's why the 4th. You know, they've had a good second half of the season, but I just feel the emotions will get to them, and I just feel in terms of, like you said, especially Everton, I feel like for a final game of the season, Everton will win. I mean, they've proved it. They can win against the likes of Leicester and Chelsea and Arsenal. You know, they're on that same bracket of just fighting for that similar position. Obviously, Leicester a bit lower and Chelsea a 3rd, but you know, it just proves that Arsenal, I think, will lose that game, and I think that means Tottenham will go ahead. And honestly, from just a neutral standpoint, looking at these 2 teams, I would rather see Antonio Conte with that Tottenham squad in the Champions League. I would just be very interested to see what he can do. You know, maybe bring in a few players in the summer. Granted that the owners allow him to. I feel like it'll make it very entertaining. And I just feel like, I mean, granted, Arteta, it'd be interesting to see that as well, but I just don't really care in comparison. Just so from that standpoint, I'd love to see them in the Champions League with Antonio Conte. And yeah, I just feel like the momentum is behind Tottenham. So I also agree.
Right, fair enough. Now I know this is a football podcast. I'm not going to speak on it too much. I just want to briefly mention that this is being recorded whilst the Eurovision is going on. I just want to say England are already on 76 points. And we're not even halfway through the amount of countries. I just wanted to say, right, just quickly in here, I didn't know when to put it in. I'm just going to quickly say it. Even if he'd got 0 points, which he isn't going to now, Sam Ryder, he's done a brilliant job. It was a great song. It's great to see that we're actually getting points this year. And I don't, you know, in this podcast, we won't know the end of the Eurovision, because I'm not going to talk about it again on here now, because it is a football pod. But obviously, you can go and check it out for yourselves, but honestly, just want to see, it's great that we're getting some points on here. It was a great song. He's got a great story. If you like Eurovision and you don't know that much about Sam Ryder, look into his story. It's truly inspiring. Honestly, UK have just got another vote again. Another country just voted for UK.
Oh my God.
We're going up again.
Come on, mate.
It's been a brilliant year. And if Sam Ryder does this, there will be a video on this channel, even if it's just being by me, just congratulating Sam Ryder. Moving on. Who's your Prem player of the season? Ethan.
My Prem player of the season. Right. My Prem player of the season. I'm just going to say, even though he hasn't been the best recently, in terms of goals, I'm going to say Salah.
Right. Fair enough.
He's still the top goal scorer, even without scoring many. in the last couple of games, so that's my answer. I mean, there is a few players that could be in contention. De Bruyne, obviously, Harry Kane. There is a load, but I'd just say Salah. I mean, he's top goal scorer.
Well,
he's probably gonna get a golden boot.
Yeah, fair enough.
And Son.
I mean,
magically goes over him.
Well, I will just say, by the way, England have now gone to 106 points. Crazy this is. More and more votes coming in. I'm not gonna lie. I can't believe this. I'm going to try, guys, listening to this, I'm going to try and hold in my emotions. I'm very invested in the Eurovision, but I know this is football pod, so I'm going to try and hold it in. So I'm doing my best here, but it's the momentum is really building for us. Prem Player of the Season, your Prem Player of the Season has.
Sorry, I've been enveloped in this bloody Eurovision as well. I'm checking the live updates, but Prem Player of the Season. God, that is a very hard question. Like I said, Ethan, I feel like anyone in, well, I say minus me, I don't talk about that, but everyone else in the top 4 or 5 has a debate for certain players. It is a very tough one because you got to look at contribution in terms of goals and assists, and also you got to just look at their general sort of importance in the team. But I'm trying to think of anyone. Salah is sort of the main shout out, really. I mean, without him, we wouldn't be second. I don't think. Granted, we've got players now like Diaz, but he only came in January, and for that first half of the season, Salah played so well. It's the reason why where we are now. I think, I have agreed. Granted, he hasn't had a good last 5 games. They're a bit iffy, but I don't think that necessarily matters. I feel like he's done enough to. Granted, I feel like he's going to get a golden boot. And the assist as well. He's not just a goal scorer; he's also helping the team, being a playmaker. He's got, he's good, he's charismatic. He lifts up the players. I feel as well like he's a main figurehead. And I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I do believe Mohamed Salah is player of the season.
Yeah. That's fair enough. Personally, for me, my Prem Player of the Season, the top 2 for me would have been De Bruyne and Heung-min Son.
Yeah, I know about De Bruyne.
Now, I'm going to give it to Son because he's got a great amount of goals still. I think he's next behind Salah, and it's tight between them two. As well, I think it might sound a bit random, but I've mentioned about this before, right? I know Ethan did highlight a couple of players in the past, but talking about present right now, how many players are making it big time that are Korean? Genuinely, right?
You were right about this one.
Son is representing, he's the only main player really that's representing his country at a high level. I know they love him in Korea for it, and I just think he's an unbelievable player. He's been great this season. I just don't have anything against the guy. I think he's done well. He's had a good season. Like I say, just great representation of his own country as well. Obviously, how many players as well, by the way? He literally midway through of Premier League season went back to his own country to do military service. Right?
Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. How many players have other things like that to do? And he still brings great stats. He's got him and Kane as a duo, the highest scoring duo in Premier League history. So it's just like, so he's done great things, and at a club that might not even get top 4. So we don't even know yet for sure. So yeah, I go with Son, but I respect you guys saying Salah. And then the final thing for today's podcast is best Premier League combined XI. So obviously, just to make this clear for everyone, any player from any club within the Premier League that's played this season can go in there We're not going to try and agree on one team as that we're going to go with as a podcast. We're all just going to give our own and go with that. So we're going to start with you, Ethan. What is your best Premier League side for this season?
Right, so I'm going to go with a formation of basic 4-4-2.
Oh.
Then in goal, I'm going to go with Austin. I think he's got the most clean sheets in the Premier League, and deservedly so. I mean, he is probably one of the best keepers in the Premier League, or the best. So I'm going to have to go for him. Then as the two centre backs, I'm going to go with Van Dijk. I mean, what can I say? He's a mountain. He's a mountain of a man. He's so commanding. You'd love to have him as your centre back of any team. He could get into any team in the world, and he'd still do what he does. So I'm going to go with him. Then my left centre back, I'm going to go Rudiger. I think he's been one of Chelsea's most improved players this season. Even though he's leaving for Real Madrid this season, he's been amazing. And if Chelsea could have kept him, could have renewed his contract, that would have been like a new signing, honestly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pair him up with Van Dijk. Then left back, I think there's only one man this season, and that's João Cancelo. He's been superb, honestly, both defensively and attackingly, more attackingly. I mean, you could play him anywhere on the field, and he'd still do his job. So I'm going to put him at left back. Then at right back, probably the most assists this year, probably for a full back as well. It's got to be Trent. Honestly, Trent, he's fantastic. He is. I mean, today in the Chelsea game, that outside the foot pass. Wow,
brilliant.
What other players going to do that in that position at right back? No one else can do that. So I'm picking Trent there. So left mid, I'm going to pick Son. I mean, like you say, Warren said he should get Player of the Season. His goals and assists, they're nearly level, in double digits as well. It's crazy, and yeah, he's so good to watch. And some of the goals he scored this season have been absolutely fantastic as well. World class. And to be honest, he should be at a better club than Tottenham.
Yeah.
I mean, he won't go Liverpool, but your Liverpools or Man Cities or Chelsea's, he should be in one of them clubs. So that's where I've got left mid. My two centre mids, I've gone for a more box-to-box and a defensive midfielder. So in the box-to-box, I've gone for De Bruyne. No questions really. He's going to be in everyone's team this season. De Bruyne is. I mean, look at the Wolves game. He scored 4 with his weak foot. I don't think any other player's done that. A hat-trick with his weak foot. Mental, honestly. And some of his delivery into the box. I mean, when Haaland comes into the Prem, he's going to be absolutely loving it. Both of them are going to be loving it. Scoring goals, making assists, it's going to be absolutely superb between them. So that's my left centre mid. My right centre mid, I've got a bit out there, I'd say, but still deserved, I'd say. I'm going to go Declan Rice. I mean, Declan Rice has been he's been brilliant. Declan Rice has. I mean, he's been in the Europa League this season and has helped West Ham United to get semi-finals, and that's a great achievement alone. I mean, they still could get top 6. West Ham could if they win either Man City, which they probably won't, or their last game of the season, because I'm pretty sure they got a game in hand on Man United. So, I think Declan Rice for me. I think he'll move to a bigger club than West Ham next in the window. So that's my right centre mid. Right mid, I'm going with Mohamed Salah, top Premier League's top goal scorer. There's nothing really you can say about Salah being in the team this season. He's got to be in there. He's got to be. I mean, like I said earlier on, his first half of the season was over the moon. Like, he was carrying Liverpool sometimes, and I mean, they nearly won the Premier League with him countless of times. I mean, he's a brilliant player, Salah is, and that's my right mid. So 2 players up front. I've gone with Ronaldo, which is a bit iffy one because Man United have been really poor this season. But I think if he wasn't there at the club, Ronaldo, Man United would be way, way lower in the table. I mean, at his age of 37, he's still in the bracket of the top 3 goal scorers, which is ridiculous. At 37. So, I mean, we all know what Ronaldo can do. If you stick it in the box, he's going to have every chance of scoring. So I've gone with him. And then my final striker, I couldn't tell you. So I'm gonna have a look.
What's going on? I'll have to say that UK just checked in the top 4 or 5, I think, to win the Eurovision, alongside Greece?
Yeah,
Ukraine.
Yeah, and England whilst Ethan's coming up with his strike, like you say, England have just got another vote. They're up to 190 points. The top and 25 of the 40 countries have voted. So we're over halfway, and England is still top, above Sweden and Greece and a couple of others, like you say. And I will say, online, I did see a bit of hate from Germany. Some German fans criticising our song, saying that it's good, but enjoy fighting for the bottom 2. Yet, Germany are bottom with 0 points, and we're top at the moment. So I'm just saying, I know you feel like you can give it because we've not been good in the last couple of years, but this year we're having a hell of a time. Even if we don't win it, we've done so well. Ethan, have you got your striker yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Harry Kane. Sweet. I mean, he's got 15 goals this season from 35 games, I think. Yeah. And 8 assists. I mean, that's a bad season for him, but there's still good stats. Honestly, still great stats for a bad season.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, his partnership with Son. I mean, he's got the most goals as a duo with Son and Harry Kane. So,
well, yeah, fair enough. That seems like a good strike force.
And then you probably can see that. And that's my full 11 on green, because I'll probably edit it in. So that is my team of the season.
Okay. How's your team this season?
Yeah. I'll go. I'll be quite quick with this because I feel like it's getting to the outlook in terms of the podcast. In goal, I agree. Alisson, absolutely exceptional. I mean, look at the kind of look up. Managed to save a penalty. Looked dead strong. Throughout the entire season, he's been on wall and in some of the most tough games where our defence has lacked and we've been a bit tired. He's always been there to stop them. We've always won by one goal because of Alisson. So because of that, I have to agree. Defenders, I say Lindelof. Only joking. We won't go for those. We won't talk about those anymore. But actually, carrying on. So we'll go for Van Dijk. Obviously, I agree again. He has been a rock for us. I'll be real and say I won't pick another Liverpool defender, but the partnership he's built with Matip, Gomez and Canate is exceptional, to be honest, and he's taught them to get better as well. And for that, I have to agree. Yeah, Van Dijk is definitely probably the best centre back of the season. But moving on, I'll say centre back alongside Van Dijk. I say Craig Dawson for West Ham. I think he's been amazing for him, and especially first half of the season. Granted, second half it's why they're sort of seventh now, but until Christmas he was an exceptional back, and the reason why West Ham did so well. I'll say Craig Dawson there. In terms of the fullbacks, I have to agree again. Cancelo and Arnold for left back and right back, both exceptional, especially Arnold. I mean, again, he plays back in midfield. People critique his defence, but I feel like he's just too good to say that to be in the team this season. So,
to be honest, with Trent recently, I think his defensive side of this game has really improved.
It does. There's a few times today where I was like, could have done a bit better. But like you said, he has improved. Probably off the back of his critiques, people that's his motivation for him at the end of the day. So I agree with those picks. I forgot to mention my formation. 4-3-3 I'm going for. So moving on to the midfield then, I'll go for an attacker and then one attacking midfielder, then two central, maybe defensive. But so I'll go as my first centre mid. I'll go for Thiago. Maybe that's unpopular pick because he doesn't contribute that much to goals and assists, but apart from the goals and assists, he is absolutely brilliant. I feel like he'll do even better next season. He's just on the ball, he's just incredible. Like, if any of you have watched just Thiago's highlights in a game, it's just magic. Like, the way he just spots a player, and it's just effortless, like the way he passes to players and that. So, for that reason, the game, Thiago. So it controls the game. He's, in my opinion, best Liverpool midfielder right now. I feel like without him in the final, we will struggle against Real Madrid. Yeah. He's just amazing. So alongside him in midfield, tough one really is another centre mid. There's quite a few options. I'm not sure he has. I'm thinking about that. I will agree. For centre attacking mid, De Bruyne has been amazing. 4 goals in one game. I'm pretty sure only Wijnaldum for Newcastle and somebody else. So he's the third one, I think, in the Premier League to do that. So that's incredible. And there was a few games where I feel like he's dropped a bit and he's hasn't been as good, but he's picked it up the last 5-10 games, so he's been absolutely excellent for Man City. I have to say, as a Liverpool fan, I have to give it him. He's been great. So and start decided. Don't know. You've got a few from Liverpool. You got Firmino. I don't think he deserves it really. City. Just Bernardo Silva doesn't really count as a centre midfielder. Could you say him? If that counts, I would say Bernardo Silva, but
I think he usually plays as a cam or as a right winger.
Yeah. So if so,
wait,
I'll swap positions of.
Who's this?
I'll swap positions of De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo Silva, he's played right mid a fair few times though. If that's not right mid, sorry, right centre mid. If that's what you're on about.
Yeah,
he's played a few times there.
Yeah,
he does a good job there.
So I go.
See, that's all right.
So I go on the left, then Bernardo Silva, then De Bruyne, centre attacking mid. I feel the link up play between Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, De Bruyne, at times Jesus. Them four have been fury, like they have been amazing. I have to say, like that's the reason why they get 3 or 4 goals, because they're just so fast. And yeah, they just bang out 7 goals, so fair enough to them. As for the front three, so you've got left wing, striker, right wing, obviously there. Striker, I agree with Ronaldo. It's just sad, to be honest. Like, at this point, it's upsetting to see him still at Man United. He wants to go. Like, I'm pretty sure he won't stay for a second season. And hopefully he finishes off his career somewhere. Hopefully he can, go somewhere else, because he doesn't deserve to finish his career at Man United after the season they've had. It's just been humiliating, really. But as an individual, he's been brilliant, and I feel like if he was at any other club, you could see his talents a lot better. Obviously, you get better delivery, better just like anything, and the fact he's proven himself despite being surrounded by just a bunch of unmotivated players proves how much of a great player he is still. Yeah. So for that reason, definitely Ronaldo up front. And then for the wingers, right wing Salah, of course, for the reasons you said, he's just incredible. Left wing, there's so many options there you could pick. Son, Mane, Jota. Diaz, but you can't really say Diaz. But I'll say Diaz next season.
That's if he has a good season. Yeah.
I feel like he will. I feel like Diaz will be best next season. But I'll say Son for left wing. I feel like that's for three. That's Son, Ronaldo, and Salah, amazing. Some of the goals Son scored this season is amazing. Plus, he's just an amazing guy. Like, he's just a lovable person. You can't hate Son. He's just great. So yeah, for that reason, I'll go Son, and that completes the team. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
There you go.
Personally, for me, I'm going to run through mine very quickly because there's only a few countries left to vote on the United Kingdom, and it looks like we're going to win, and I'm going to go insane, and that shouldn't be on here. So, in goal, let's keep this simple and quick. Alisson in goal. 2 centre-backs, Van Dijk, Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva, of an age, but still unbelievable in defence. Left-back, Cancelo. He's the best left-back in the league, in my opinion. He's a right-back, but can play left-back, but he's a left-back that can play right-back, if that makes sense. He's brilliant, mate. Right-back.
Yeah.
I know it's different from you two, but you've got to be different. I'm going with Reece James. I think he's a little bit more secure defensively, although Trent has got better defensively himself, and I like the pace he has going forward. Trent, I can understand if you think I'm wrong and you want to go with Trent, that's fine. But I think what happened today, that's got nothing to do with Reece James. He put away his penalty as well. 3 in midfield because I'm going 4-3-3. I'm having De Bruyne. I'm having Fabinho, and I'm having Thiago. I'm going with a flat 3. Might sound I like it. I like that midfield a lot. Front 3, left wing, Son, striker, Kane. You need that partnership there, in my opinion. And right wing, Mohamed Salah. That would be my starting 11. But that is everything for today's podcast. So if you have enjoyed, please like, subscribe, have a great night. I certainly am. I'm sure these guys have enjoyed it too. Hopefully you've enjoyed listening. I've certainly enjoyed making it. And do you two want to say bye quickly?
Go on, Ethan.
See you in a bit, lads.
Adios, amigos.
In a bit, guys.